It was a stunning concept car called the Lynx. At the time, nobody thought that Ford would be brave enough to actually produce the car, faithful to the spirit of this astonishing concept. But how did it come about in the first place?
Well, as you know, part of Ford 2000, an important element of Ford 2000 is platform flexibility. We thought it'd be a fun idea to ask our young designers to design the car that they would like to own and drive based on a Fiesta platform and see what the outcome would be. Following the response to the brief that we sent out, which is a wide open brief, we got from about 8 or 10 designers, 50 odd sketches which we had to choose from. About 10 of which were open-top, 4-seat roadsters. And Gary seemed to fit the bill most. It epitomized the sporty character that is obtainable from a Fiesta platform.
I would say it's more of a hybrid between a car that's very well-equipped, athletic type sports car, but with all the elegance of a sophistication that most everybody would want to have. I think it's a car that I would like to drive.
Over the years, Ford have produced some stunning sports cars and coupes, cars like the Ford Capri. We probably all know somebody who had a Capri if you didn't actually have one yourself. My very first car was a 1.6S Ford Capri from 1979, beautiful in shiny gold. Well, Ford have moved on since then. We've had the Probe, which probably sold not quite as Ford intended, and in fact the Probe is about to cease production. Well, Ford's latest foray into the market is into the small and medium coupe market, and it's with this, the all-new Ford Puma. Now, Ford are looking for a big slice of the small and medium coupe market, around a 25% share, and that equates to around about 5,000 cars a year. This Puma is a radical design. It's based on the Fiesta. It's slightly longer than the Fiesta, but it uses the same Fiesta chassis with a slightly longer overhang at the front and rear. The lights on the back are absolutely gorgeous, very neat and in design. We've got 3 lights either side, and it just looks stunning from the rear end. Now, if you see this car coming up in your rear view mirror at a rather fast speed, you know it's something special. Ford have come up with a very aggressive look at the front. It's something they were obviously keen to design in, and the lights and the front spoiler look quite stunning. The car as a drive is absolutely superb, and we'll show you that in a few moments' time. The target market of the car is 25 to 35 primarily, but also maybe the slightly older age drivers as well, who've perhaps moved on and might have a second car in their garage, and they're looking for something a bit sporty and a bit fun to drive out at the weekends. And this is what the Puma is all about.
The design brief was to create a very exciting car with perception of performance and very distinctive styling. The advantage we had using the computers was that we were first of all able very quickly to show models, actual models, built on the design themes that we created on sketches, and then also to share almost instantaneously the ideas with our colleagues in England by transferring the data, and of course keeping in touch with engineering. It was a way of simultaneously working in a very synergetic way.
The power plant in the new Puma is an all-new 1.7 litre engine which develops 125 brake horsepower, and it's been developed in conjunction with Yamaha. The engines start their life in Germany. They're then shipped over to Japan, where Yamaha work on them and finish them off before shipping them back to Cologne, which is where the Puma is made. Now, the story of how Ford came up with the engine noise for the new Puma is really quite amazing. What they did was record the sounds of some of the world's most cherished cars onto digital tape, and then signal process those sounds to come up with a composite sound, which they then put before a panel of testers. Now, the pipes on the Puma have been carefully crafted to create a very unique resonance, to create special sounds and colours which they think will appeal to the driver.
We've deliberately set the dynamics of Puma up to appeal to the real enthusiastic driver. The Fiesta platform has already been acclaimed for its ride, handling, steering compromise. In the development of that car, though, we all knew that underneath it all there was a real sports chassis there. So with Puma, we've revisited every facet of the steering, tyres, suspension, everything, and tuned it so that it's turn-in sharper, Its body control is much tauter to give a real thrill on the corners. It's a true delight.
Now, Ford aren't just aggressively marketing the Puma, it's really all-out war in the small coupe market. Production costs have been slashed because the car is based on the Fiesta floor pan. It comes in just one body style, one trim level, and with a price of just £14,550 on the road. Air conditioning will set you back just £350. Compare that, say, against the Fiat Coupe, who will charge you over £1,000 for air conditioning and put you into a higher insurance bracket.
Although Puma is a sports car, a driver's car, we haven't sacrificed affordability. Initially, the purchase price will be extremely competitive, principally because we've been able to build it on a mainstream production facility here in the Neal plant. But also, running costs will be extremely competitive. It's an extremely fuel-efficient engine. Servicing costs are also very competitive and offer no compromise from a regular production family car.
Very new in the market. We offer something extremely different. It's not just a normal saloon turned into a sporty car. It has an individual personality to it. I think the styling is really breakthrough. It has incredible, just super attention to detail. The projector headlamps, the 3 tail lamps in the back, the aluminium gear shift knob, the brushed aluminium treatment in the cockpit itself, the very wide track of the vehicle, the large tyres, the large wheels. I think it just all reads sporty coupe.
We originally saw it as the Lynx at the Geneva show. Why was the name changed? Any special reasons?
Yes, I mean the Lynx was a concept car, as you say, that we showed at Geneva, a little bit of a teaser, a foretaste of what we were going to bring out here. Lynx doesn't work as a name in the marketplace, of course, because in Germany Lynx means left, at least phonetically. And we felt that Puma had all the right sort of connotations for the image of the car we wanted to create here, which is a very sort of capable, stylish, quick and agile type of vehicle with nothing superfluous, athletic.
Now, you seem to have put together a great package for the car. We've driven it, it drives superbly on the road, the handling is good, it seems to ride very well. You're pleased at the overall, you're very pleased at how it's turned out?
I'm very pleased. I mean, I'm obviously very gratified by the positive reaction we've had so far, both at Geneva and, of course, during the more recent drive exercises. Doing a car like this is a lot of fun. I mean, it's a tremendous thing for the team to do because we've got a lot of enthusiasts in Ford, and this is just a great car to let the team loose on, to really focus, not on the wider market, but on a very much more narrow, targeted part of the market, which is people for whom driving is not a piece of their social behavior, it's a hobby, a source of real pleasure and enjoyment to their lives.
If you look at the car, I think what you see first is a perception of performance and a lot of fun to drive this car. You really like to jump into the car. I think Puma will change or improve Ford's image even further. I mean, we have started already with the last products to improve our image, and Puma will just put one on top of it, just proving that we are able to do this very exciting niche markets product.
So what's our final impression of the new Puma Coupe from Ford? Well, we've had a chance to drive it around the roads of Bavaria, and overall we're very impressed. It rides well, it handles superbly, it's very responsive, and there's plenty of power from Ford's new 1.7 litre engine. We tried to think of some negative points about it, and to be honest, we've struggled to find any. The fuel filler cap is rather fiddly and seems a little bit on the cheap side and could quite easily break. Also, the little cubby box that's near the gear lever seems to be designed for, well, nothing really. It's too small to fit a drinks can in. You might get a mobile phone in there, but apart from that, maybe a few coins and things. So those are kind of the only real negative points we've come up with. So if you're in the market for a small coupe, well, there's really plenty to choose from. You've got the Tigra from Vauxhall, you've got the Fiat Coupe, and you've got the Hyundai Coupe. But make sure you go to one of the Ford specialist dealers about the new Puma Coupe and get a chance to drive it, and then you'll really enjoy it.